Hey guys, Miata Man again. We've pulled the valve cover off of this 99 Miata here and took the old valve cover gasket out of the valve cover itself. And this is a nice looking valve cover on the inside. It's not too varnished up. It's nice and clean, which is good to see. It means that this car has most likely had regular oil changes and has been very well looked after. Now, this car had hot oil and burning rubber smell in the previous video, and what was going on is because the valve cover hadn't been replaced, there was a lot of oil down in the spark plug wells here, and the back two were the worst. Front two just had a little bit in them, and the reason that happened was because whoever did the timing belt last didn't do the valve cover gasket. They tried to reuse the original one, which was from like 1999. The thing was supposed to be rubber and it was stiff as a board, just like hard plastic. And if they would have just replaced that like they should have, this wouldn't have really happened. So you can see all they did was they just took a whole bunch of RTV silicone here and they just gooped the whole edge of it up. I've peeled a bunch of it off already, as you can see here. That was just from around the spark plug wells here. So I've cleaned those up, so they look great now. And there's a whole bunch more that I'm gonna have to get off before I reseal it. So I've got a brand new gasket, a brand new set of spark plug wires, and also a brand new set of spark plugs. So those are gonna go in next. So if you're doing this job, guys, just make sure you clean all of these surfaces really well, the whole perimeter around here, and all of these parts as well. Make sure that your valve cover's clear and you don't have any extra stuff in the channel here where the new gasket's gonna go. And like I say, this stuff's on pretty thick. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna very carefully peel it off and make sure I account for it all and make sure none of it gets into the valve train. And once I've got that all clean, what I'll do is I'll go and I'll put a little dab of new silicone in these corners here and here and at the front here and here. And I'm not going to put a lot in, I'm just going to put enough in to make sure that that new valve cover gasket gets a good seal. There's not going to be any around the perimeter like it is now. This is just a dog's breakfast. So that's how we're going to do it. So, clean it up really well. Be very careful if you're using anything to try and scrape this off. Do not scratch this surface. So maybe use a plastic scraper or, something that's not going to do any damage to that nice smooth surface. And like I say, at the very end, put a little dab of silicone in each of those little corners here and here, and at the cams, and at the front here on both sides and here as well. There you go, guys. Hope that helps you out. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and there'll be more videos soon.